What is up, YouTube? This is Fortress Striker. I'm here today with my friend Yeovani.
Hey, what's up, YouTube?
And then we'll be presenting, which deck are we presenting?
We're presenting Universe 7 Frieza. I would like to give a shout out to Officer Sully, S9 of the Dragon Ball Discord. He basically let me play his list. I have modified it, and I got top 5 last night. Tiebreakers didn't go my way. Would have got top 4 in 12 packs, and here we go. Here's Universe 7 Frieza. Leader card, Universe 7 Frieza. He states that he makes Universe 7 all colorful deck just like Vegito. Also, when you discard a card to the drop area, you draw 2 cards. When he awakens, he untaps 2 energy. And when you discard to the drop area, he draws 2 cards and he rests a battle card. So,
alright, so let's go ahead and see the deck.
We have 1 drop Ready to Fight Son Goku. When you play this card for 1, he looks at the top 3 and adds a Universe 7 among those. He is very crucial to the deck because he is a 1 drop for 1. I could discard him, draw 2 cards. I play Shugesh, he could be Shugeshed out. I play Gohan on this build, and Gohan could summon out. These two work very good in tandem together. We have Master Roshi, a yellow 1 drop. He is just like Topo. He comes out, you negate an attack, and he comes out, and it's an extra card you can combo off with. Why he is great? He gives the deck 7 negates, and I feel safe. Sometimes I'll just hold it in my hand, and I will just Flying Nimbus, activate Nimbus, and drop the Roshi because I'm not going to negate any other attacks. So I'll probably combo off the the other attack. Krillin. This deck doesn't really need self-awakening cards because it's the most patient, most passive leader in the game. You're not really swinging at them. But when you need self-awakening cards, I have Krillin and I have Goku. And what Krillin says, when you play this card, you take the life, and then you can KO up to 3, level 3. Or less, and KO. So if they have tokens, you can KO the tokens, and you can KO a card 3 or under. It's really good. It's kind of situational, but sometimes I'll be at 5 life or play him on tap, then try to go off. So it's not a bad card. Shugesh. This card is just broken. There's no other thing to say that this card is just broken. They should errata it to say Yellow Saiyan Leader, but that's for another time, another video. Shugesh, he enables so many plays. I could Shugesh Goku. I could Shugesh this Goku. He untaps 2 energy. I could Shugesh Gohan. And when I Shugesh Gohan, I play objection, so I am ramping. I have more energy than normal, and he lets me play people for essentially free. Speaking of ejection, this is one of the main cards. I want to see this every time I'm mulliganing. Every time I open in the game, I want to open with objection. If I double objection in the game, I have not lost when I've double objection. It's just a vital card. It just lets me get there, and decks can't handle that. Piccolo. 3-drop Piccolo. He has barrier. He is a blocker. His permanent says if I have 4 or more energy, he gains 5,000. So essentially, Piccolo is a 20,000 blocker, and that's really big to get over. Basically, if I have Shugesh Gohan, I will either play Piccolo off the Gohan effect, or I will play it just straight up. Like, having blockers and being able to buy time is great in this deck. You make them use their resources, make them waste cards. This is a slow control passive deck, but it can explode. Agony of Frieza. This card is, it's just there. I mean, truth be told, it does pick up one of these 3 Frieza cards, and I use it for energy to draw 2 most of the time. Set 1 Mecha Frieza, 4-drop. With Veggies being around and Ginyu Veggies probably being the best deck, I have Krillin, I have Mecha Frieza, and have Masain as my form of removal to make sure that I can ensue that I have control of the game state, I have control of the board, and it's a dual attacker, and it has double strike, and it can KO cards. That's just so much value when I'm ramping. It's great. Excuse me. 5-drop Cold-Hearted Strike Frieza, the card that gets around barrier. This is an amazing card. I used it last night for the first time using the effect. I rested 2 cards, and the next turn I played this, and I just broke their board. Getting around barrier, one of the most annoying, difficult things in our game right now is everything has barrier. And if you can get around that card concept, that makes this card amazing. You can pitch the one card. I choose not to. I want to keep as many cards in my hand, but it's just and it must be Universe 7, I believe. So yes, it's intense, but it's great. It has dual attack. You could swing once and make him waste a card. But the bad boy of the deck, the reason we play this deck is the Emperor Universe 7 Frieza card. When you exit vault to this card, you pay the 1 energy and the 1 Universe 7. They cannot activate anything in orange, green, or blue. So anything that has an activate, anything that has a counter, or anything that has an auto, they can't activate it. They must take the life, and it goes to the drop area. This is basically, it doesn't say critical, but he is basically critical. And last night, I was playing against Universe 7 Gohan in the last round. He had 14 cards in his hand. I just make this guy. I swung at him for 60k. He had to get rid of his whole hand, and I swung for Frieza for game because all he had were super combos and Senzu Bean. Like, he just kept going for super combo after super combo. I baited him, and so I could make this card and punish him for holding all the super combos, which would normally be good. This card makes you change the way you play the game, essentially, because everybody wants to have their super combos and get rid of things. If you hold them, this card punishes you and punishes you for playing a lot of, like, take advantage cards. Beerus. Yesterday, Sully told me to play this card at 1. I had 3 Gokus. This card is amazing. It is, if you get this off, and I made sure he had 6, it killed literally 3 to 4 cards on their field just by himself, by me swinging. And he took the damage, he took the double strike. And basically, you know, he just had to. And he only had 4 cards in his hand. And, I'm making this, it's just, if you have to make sure, because the ruling on this card says that it must hit 6 or above, but the magic number is 6. If you don't hit 6, this the effect doesn't work, and that's just awful. And he literally he just won me that game, and I didn't know what to think about this card, but after playing him, that one of is amazing, and it's the signature card, so nothing more to say here. Explicit Son Goku, we already know Shugesh Goku shenanigans, and for when I don't have the blockers, the negates, and I just have a big hand, I feel safe because I could just drop Shugesh and Goku. 5-drop Goku. So now you're going to be wondering, I don't have an 8-drop, I don't have a secret rare, why am I playing this card? This card is great for when they're stalling me out and they're being passive. I have 8 life, or I have 6 life. I can self-awaken and start going off, and he becomes a 3500 on that turn with double strike. That is massive. It's really hard. Sometimes I don't even swing with the double strike initially. I just wait, I get card advantage, and then swing. I make sure that I'm taking all their cards out and being optimal. Time Patrol Trunks, one of. I was playing Overseeing Time over here in the side deck as the main, but I never drew a card that I really wanted to see. This has no energy cost. It's free. I look at a card. I'm arranging my deck around to potentially draw Universe 7 to discard to draw 2, or manipulate the deck the way I want it, and that's why I run this over this. This is not bad, but I just prefer this. Mass Saiyan, Veggies around. And you just have to kill veggies. There's nothing to say about that. You get to 5 pretty easily. There's nothing more to say about that. Planet Vegeta. This card is amazing when I can get it off and resolve it, because I could search these. I could search literally almost all the Saiyans, which is like nearly half my deck. Whatever I need, I can search Goku and draw 2 cards. I can search Shugesh. I could search Gohan. But that's a little bit more iffy. But, I could search Time Patrol or Mass Saiyan if I'm playing veggies. It lets me dictate. It makes this deck more of a toolbox deck, and it lets me do what I needed to do. Flying Nimbus is best counter in the game. I mean, bar none. It literally, last night, the guy swung with his leader. I played Nimbus. He got punished, and he just was like, he knew he just messed up. That's amazing. So we're playing Whis Coercion. I'm going to test it out, but most people don't expect, I guess they don't expect this deck to play Nimbus, but this is great. Nimbus resolves when I need it to. So I'll test coercion, but this is fine. There's nothing else that I need to say about that side deck. Have another Nimbus. Let's say I'm playing an aggressive deck. I just have it there. 18 is for if I'm playing an aggressive deck. Just one. I only have the one copy. I don't think I'd play any more than that. You know, it's just an extra attacker or discard fodder. Mafuba. Getting rid of annoying things. Nobody is going to be expecting this card. This is another Sully S9 tech. This is an amazing card. Nobody's going to see this deck. And there's tons of blues, as you see. There's 4, 5, 8, 9, 12 blues in this whole deck. That I'm going to drop down one. It only needs one. It gets rid of the annoying things. It makes them waste their turns. And the more I can make people waste their turns, the better. Overseeing time, outside this in, against cell matchup, Scientist Fu and Trunks for the cell matchup, I want to see the specific, like, this is going to get Shugesh most of the time. I just need to see my power cards so then I can go off, because if they get me down to 3 or 2 or whatever it is, I need to be able to see this card because I'm going to draw more off the leader. And Scientist Fu, I had it in main deck, and I've drawn 4 to 5 cards once just by leader this and comboing. It's just amazing. It just refills your hand, and you know, it does everything you need it to. It's a 25. 25 is a magic number in this game, and it has double strike, so it does everything you need it to do. And if I have set this out, any double striker that the deck produces with this is just killer, and you know. This card makes the whole deck. It's just this is the MVP. Sully's the MVP for giving me this list. I've modified it. And Noel's Wallet, the other MVP, the silent MVP. And here's the deck. Got 5th due to tiebreakers last night. Went 3-1. Lost again Yeovani round 1, but round 2 I beat Pan. Round 3, what was it? Round 4 was Son Gohan, and what was round 3? Oh, and I beat the mirror. I beat round 2 was Universe 7 Frieza Veggies, where this card came in clutch. I think that deck is bad. It doesn't revolve around Universe 7. That's the most important thing. He had a board of 7 monsters, and these 2 cards and my leader card essentially took his board out. He only had 1 card in hand. He couldn't do anything. And yeah. So if you guys want to play Universe 7, here's my, for right now, I'm still tinkering with it, but this is what I have right now, and I feel this is solid. You could take this to a local and do really well. You don't have to spend money. I pulled this from a pack. Basically, Noel and I bought the singles, but mostly Noel, and this card, we got everything on the cheap. And so if you want to get something competitive, control-ish, and you don't want to be like everybody else playing Ginyu, play this deck. You'll have a lot of fun. It's fun in the way it works, and you know, that's all I gotta say.
All right, Giovanni. So what's the positive for this deck?
The positive, it's a slow control deck that drops bombs. If I get to my ejection turn 1 and have the ejection play, I'm saying 9 times out of 10, depending on the situation, I should be able to win that game, because ejection I get that 1 turn quicker, and they're neg the turn, and if I can remove their things, and if I go up a turn and I remove something and they're back down a turn, I should be able to drop this safely and start controlling everything and have the game start going my way. It's a control deck. Some people are going to say in the video, in the comments, why don't I have Universe 7? Why Shugesh? Universe 7 to draw is great. You can discard it to draw 2, but you're just drawing more cards. This lets you play cards. The thing with the deck is not that, yeah, you're drawing infinite cards, that's amazing, but you also want to play things, and this cheats mana, so you don't have to use all your mana, and I find that to be much better inherently than just playing the super combo and just drawing.
Alright, what's your negative for this deck?
Negatives, if I don't see objection, and if I have to play a normal game, if I don't see objection, if I don't see a removal card, mainly this one, even Krillin, if I don't see a removal card, don't see objection, and I have to play super passively, then I have to play super defensive, and you know, depending if they're aggroing me out, and depending on what deck it is, it could not go so well. It depends. Like maybe if I see a Planet Vegeta, it can make my hand better. But if I don't get that or the removal and they're aggroing me out, it's not a great time. You know, I have to play more passively, and you know, I like to play the deck super passive, but I like to tempo change and make it to my favorite, play aggressive when I need to be.
All right, and any last words to your viewers?
So, thanks again to Sully, Sheriff Sully of the Dragon Ball Discord. You are the man. With your help, I pulled this because when I took the deck before the case tournament PPG, I topped and I got pulled out of a pack. Let's see, Noel's Wallet, you Fortress Striker for being, in our group. I play test this against him, against Noel, against Thomas, Tori, everybody in our play group. This deck, so it's not like I'm mindlessly following other people's lists, and things like that. This has been tested, and when I got the list, it was tested, and other people in the Discord have tested. So, this is a great deck for somebody who's, trying to start in the game or wants something different. You don't want to play Khalifa, Pan, Ginyu, Mecha. This is the alternative. It's a fun deck. You have fun. Even if you lose, you feel like you have fun playing the deck, and there's something to be said about that. I realize Ginyu Veggies may be better than this, but at the same time, they're dependent on drawing all their cards, and it's slow. Sort of, unless they have the Shugesh or the Kabas, it can be slow, and this deck you can tempo change with it. So.
Alright, and I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Thank you so much, Yeovani, to coming on my channel and showing up your Frieza deck. It is amazing. I also was glad to take it on, which of course I won, but that was luck. But next time when we play it for real, it's going to be serious, and I hope you do well the next tournament, and I hope you also do well against the PBG. That's right, this deck was sent to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this profile, so give this a like for Yeovani, comment what you guys think, and I'll see you guys around. This is Fortress Striker and Yeovani, signing off.
Later.